that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington football team. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Blake Jarwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd down.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Bears.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is all the way up past the 25. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the
blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the...
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This to Jarwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Darnell Mooney,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it to him.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Montez Sweat in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Jackson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Washington 49, Bears nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there, 98 yards. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
The kicker on for the
And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brought down back at the 27.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson now slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Comes to me, it's me.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And the Bears first down.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 68 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down. 3rd and 14.
They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now Jackson on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
At the 7-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. The 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain down to about the 33. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he's able to put it through.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go, defense.
And he's going to go down again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Deep ball. It's now 4th down.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down.
Switch. Wide, get wide. Check your hot read. Check. Lucky.
They'll set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Reuben Foster. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick is good. So you wonder